either way, I'm looking forward to having relax over the weekend. So the topic today is originality in romance. Is originality in romance even possible? So the question of whether originality in romance is possible invites exploration into the nature of love, creativity, and human experience. So romance as a concept and human experience romance. Romance as a concept is deeply, my words have been swallowed, guys, is deeply rooted in timeless emotions, shared human desires, social narratives, which can make it truly originality seems elusive. So, however, there are multitude perspectives to consider when it comes to this romance originality. So, today we're going to look at the different things where romance is built, like a stands. We'll look at different things. And while we go to that, uh, and also we'll look at love and connection, emotional connection, what are the core of that? So we're going to look at that, those kind of things. And in the meantime, guys, let me share my video. Why does it look like I'm not live? So let me look at my video and see what is going on in my life. Yes, I am. Okay. Let me check. Okay, let me share the live groups, guys, while I continue. I'm not about to broadcast it by group by Facebook. So just gonna try to share the live and okay. So love, 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 romance. Romance is good and it's exciting, guys, and it's real. But you have to, there's a fake one, there's a real one. Sometimes people fake it. So let's just, okay, okay, let's dive in into the topic. Topic. Okay, so let's look at love, attraction, and emotional connection. Love and attraction, emotional connection are cause aspects of the human um, condition which many of the most iconic stories, whether in literature, whether it's cinema, whether art, are built around some things such as passion, desires, and heartbreak, and reconciliation. So these emotional experiences transcend time and culture as well. So many romantic narratives might seem similar because they are a reflection of these shared experiences. But even within these well trodden things, there is a room for the way people express love when it comes to human and the culture and the historical contents and even the individual personality as well, personalities and the layers of access to any romantic stories, while the essence of love may be timeless. So how it manifests vary greatly. So there's really romantic, even like the topic says, is originality of romance even possible? So I like to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you think is it possible for the actually romance to actually to be true? What are your opinions when you actually? I know we watch the movies and we um, we see so many things. So what do you guys think? So I like to hear what you think when you like those who are in a relationship. Do you think it's possible? But for me, I just feel that I think romance is actually um, uh, possible for somebody to experience it in a relationship. The true romance is possible. It depends with um, what kind of like relationship. So there are some people in a relationships are different. There are some relationships where somebody will enter a relationship with somebody and then they commit to that relationship because of children. They don't want their children to grow up either without their father. But that does not necessarily that that person allows the person. Because when somebody truly, truly love you, they will do anything for you. It's like there's this gratitude, like you feel this gratitude of this person is in your life. Like I'm so grateful that you are in my life, and when you are so grateful that person being in your life, and you actually uh, in that romance because the love, if it's true love. But there are some people who stay in a relationship because it's expensive. To divorce is expensive. So they end up living separate life. They come to an agreement that they will prefer to live that separate life for the sake of the children, or when the children grow up and separate. So there are different things, but there's this like romance when somebody and that person are meant to be. And I think some of it is the effort and the gratitude, and also being able to deal with the childhood attachment. If you deal with the childhood attachment, if you deal with the wounds of the past, and it means that when the person that you date in that relationship, they will experience joy. They will not be an option. There are some people they um, date people and they treat them as an option. And there are people who are like good looking and you're like, oh, I like this person. They're just so good looking and stuff. But once you start getting to know them, their past, and then you find that they are wounded, and that hinders that romance to be truly, for you to truly experience that true romance. Or sometimes when people have been hurt in a relationship, they build a wall because they don't want it. When they build a wall, they can never experience that full romance because they build that protection. So that protection, it can hinder that happiness, it can hinder that true romance that people desire in a relationship. So it's very important to understand and not to talk, not us talking ourselves out of the true romance, and like, is there really a true romance? Like, is it true love? Is there any such thing as true love? For me, I believe that there is such thing as true love. But the people that really have experienced true love, they are few on earth. few, truly few, because when you truly love somebody, it means that person becomes your world. It means they are everything. They become everything. And also the gratitude. When you have a gratitude with somebody, and that means you appreciate each other and stuff. So that's very to actually that is very important to actually embrace um, that originality. So for me, the romance is it does exist, but in this generation, our generation, is hard because when we go out, um, like when we date men and women, the people that we date, we watch the world. The world is constantly changing. Like you can see with the AI, there's AI, and before you know it, maybe like in 2025, 2010 or 2020, the AI might take over the world. Like the world will be like full of AI. People will have AI working in their office or maybe at home as well. They will have AI looking after children. Nobody knows. So things are changing. So our generation is also changing as well. That originality of true romance is fading away because of how we are living in this world. We we always want to take like what can we have? What can we have? The entitlement in a relationship is no longer about that originality of romance. So it's always like what can I have? I'm entitled, my entitlement. Why can't he get me? I'm entitled for this, I'm entitled. It's not like working really hard to get that to receive the true love and give. It's not about giving anymore and receiving. It's all about the entitlement of I'm entitled for this in a relationship. I'm entitled for that. That kills the whole originality of romance. Like right now, if I, as a matchmaker, if I was to match somebody, like go and meet somebody, so when that person goes and meet that person, the first thing that these two people, both of them, it's not about me getting to know this person. It's about this person. It's like I have to qualify them in my heart first. Okay, they're this, and then I ask the questions. They tell me it's not all really all about that true um, romance. Like there's this thing where when we watch TVs, when we watch like, films, that romance is not real. But there's a true romance that is really original from our human beings, from our ancestors. Like if you look at families that have been married for 40 years, like yesterday, I went to a business event, so I was talking to this woman explaining what I do, and she was like, "I wouldn't be able to help you really to connect you with the other people myself because I've been married for 46 years, and for somebody to be married for that 46 years, there's some people have been married for that long for the sake of they can't be bothered, uh, maybe to." Um, like to separate because divorce is expensive, but they are truly people who are truly they cannot see themselves living without their spouse because their spouse are the world is the world. They're like, I cannot see my life without you. And when they look at the life that they had, they're like, I cannot imagine my life without this person because of the love that her husband has towards her, or the life that his wife has towards uh, towards her. So it's just that we have to know that is uh, from the unique perspective of voices and contents of introducing the, the presentation of the whole thing in romance. For example, it can bring fresh stories of the forefront. If there are some people who still believe in romance, but most of the people that I talk to, they feel like love does not exist anymore. But for me, I just feel like it is up to us, our generation, to bring that love and the voices, like uh, to just to make sure that we still believe in it. I believe in love. I believe in romance as well. I believe that romance is there, and also the shift towards exploring non-traditional relationships and breaking away from um, gender roles or the happily ever after ending new ground activity expectation. So is a happily ever after, like people when they get married, they like tell their stories. I think for me, these changes they demonstrated that originality in romance is possible when old things are examined from um, fresh viewpoints. If we can actually evaluate those themes, but I think for me, yes, um, uh, the romance is possible. So that's how I feel. So, what influenced the modern technology in age, the way people meet? Maybe that's what affects romance, like how we interact and how we fall in love as well has evolved. Things are changing every single day. Like they bring a new dynamic, like online dating, long distance relationship. Now people can have a long term relationship, have a video chat. So all these is like it facilitates by the technology, is facilitated by the technology to actually even the impact of social media on romantic expectations as well have introduced um, introduced novel complications and opportunity for storytelling. So things are evolving, things are changing, and romantic narrative that explores the influence of technology on the intimacy can feel new because they reflect the specific reality of contemporary life. So I would like you to hear it from you guys. How do you feel about these romantic things? And like if you feel that is it possible to actually really um, like to experience that romantic in this generation. So for me, what I've experienced in meeting people from all walks of life, guys, I find that like if somebody goes to a matchmaker, they pay loads of money to meet their spouse. So when they pay loads of money, it gives them food for thoughts. Like when they are like um when they pay money to meet their spouse because life is so busy and social media now you can find love, but it's not possible for those who are working, who are always like working, have a busy life, or even online dating. It's not possible if you have a busy life to be scrolling online dating. But I find that these people that go to a matchmaker and they find this true, meet true love, and I feel that they create a story in their relationship, and that story becomes a romance, like romantic, because they'll when they like when they like they tell you that because when you introduce them first, you introduce them to different people, and they get the that those different people, if they don't connect in that moment when they connect with that person, the love of their life, their romance begin. So every each and step of the step, they'll be writing to the matchmaker, this is what is happening. And like when they get engaged, they will write to you that they're getting engaged. First, when they get together, they will let you know that they're getting together, enjoying this beautiful relationship, and they feel so good. They will tell you, explain how they're feeling. And then it goes to a stage where they're engaged now, and then they'll tell you another story, the stage of life, how the life is going. And then it goes to the stage of marriage, and they will write to you as well and tell you, even invite you to the wedding. And they tell you the story of this beautiful romance, how it's going, and getting married and getting excited. And they just like expressing how they are feeling, and then you get into the story. And then after the marriage now is the children, and they'll tell you like how things are going with the children, like having kids, how amazing it is and stuff like that. And you stay connected, and then you get to look at that story. It is romance, but there are some people sometimes they enter a relationship because they still carrying wounds, past wounds, and they're still carrying childhood attachment. It's either sometimes it could be from parents, because we can't choose who our parents are. So if that is not dealt with, it will affect the actually the originality. It will actually affect the possibilities of that human being experiencing that true romance. Because if there is something that is missing in that person's heart, they feel that there is a hole that needs to be fulfilled, and that hole is not fulfilled. They will then meet with their spouse, they're not going to experience that full romance, that love, because they're still looking for something that don't exist, which is in their heart, the person that they're dating is not enough. So they will keep making up and breaking. They'll keep uh, changing different styles, but they're not actually experiencing romance. But for me, I would say if anybody that has had like a broken heart, or they've been wounded, or from the childhood, don't let yourself hinder the don't allow those wounds to hinder your true romance, because your true romance, it comes from the heart, that whatever you are feeling in sorry, guys, sorry guys, I had to pick something. Yeah, whatever you go through, whatever, like let's say whatever you go through in life, it can hinder that true romance manifesting in a relationship. But is it possible to find romance? It is possible. I believe in romance, and I just love a man that is romantic. I love it when a man like treat a woman like a woman. um I listened to my pastor yesterday when he was teaching the youth that a woman is a true man. He does not shout at his woman. He treats his woman like a queen, and a true woman, he treats his man like a king. So it does happen. There's still um, men and women out there who believes in it, who believes in that beautiful romance. And if there's somebody that is watching and you feel like I don't believe, that romance is possible. I don't believe that romance exists. I believe that it exists in films and stuff, but in reality, it doesn't. That romance has to come within you. It has to come within you. And if you are not able to give that romance first to you, treat yourself with this, like give yourself that unconditional love. So it's impossible to give it to somebody else. So I still believe that there is men out there who are very, very romantic. Because everything is all about gratitude. For me, that's what I believe. I just believe that if you have gratitude within you, you're dating somebody, you're appreciating them. I believe that that creates a romance. It creates that excitement of, you know what, I appreciate my spouse. So what can I do like this weekend to make sure that our weekend is exciting? Or like you get excited and you look at them, like let's say you have kids and you go out and you look at your children, your spouse is not there, you're like, you know what, I'm so grateful that this woman or this man gave me these kids. And you get so excited, what can I do to actually make sure that we actually appreciate uh, our times together, create those memories, like getting excited in every way. I think for me personally, that can happen. And it depends with people if they want to do it. Uh, but this world is now has too many options. Um, when it comes to relationship, there are so many options. Some I think there will be times where people will be even dating the AI. So that's how I see like the way how the world is getting corrupt, basically. But love it exists. For me, that's how I believe that true love it does exist. And if there is a single person out there, never ever ever give up on that true love because it does exist. That romantic is completely possible. So let's talk about what are the powerful romantic tropes that often capture the imagination of uh, there's this thing where imagination of that capture the tropes, romantic tropes. Number one is enemies to lovers. Two characters starts off disliking or even hating each other, or only to develop a deep romantic connection, or like sometimes, or their true feelings are revealed, or sometimes you can see like a neighbor, you see somebody's got friends they have known it for a very long time. And that person is like, wow, that one, me dating him or dating her, I don't think so. And then you find that these people, they're like, and when they get to know each other, they realize that actually there's more. And then they end up uh, getting into romantic, and that love becomes real. And there's friends to love. Close friends that realize that their deep bond is evolving into romantic love, often accompanied by their fear of ruining the relationship, and a love triangle, where a central character must choose between two potential romantic interests, creating tension, jealousy, and drama between those people. That can ruin romantic. Forbidden love. Forbidden love is where two people fall in love, and but it are kept by external forces such as family disapproval, society, or constrosity, con constraint, and or cultural differences as well. So, and then we have a fake relationship. A fake relationship is when two characters to be in a romantic relationship for specific reasons, only to develop really feelings for each other. Nowadays people get married to get British or American citizenship or somebody's citizenship or anything, friends for benefits, and then only to find out they develop feelings for each other, and then you have soulmate character believe that they have destined to be together either through fate or reincarnation or a deep unexplanation connection. And then you have opposite attraction, two characters with like drastically differences, personality, lifestyle, or backgrounds. They fall in love, learning to navigate their differences. Love at first sight is character experiences and like an instant overwhelming attraction upon meetings leading to a whirlwind romance. And you have got slow burn where romantic feelings like they're developed gradually over time and often filled with tension and subtle moment um before uh climatic realization of love. So you have that, and then you have second chance romance, where ex-lovers reunite after years apart, rediscovering their feelings for each other and working through past mistakes. So sometimes it happens. Unrequited love. One character loves one another from far, either because the feelings ain't mutual or because they believe the other person is unattained. So you've got all these things, and then you have arranged marriages. They happen in African cultures and Indian cultures, Muslim cultures. So all these two characters that are forced into marriage by external circumstances, family tradition, only to eventually fall in love with each other. And folks force forced proximity, which is two characters when they actually are forced, like when the characters are stuck together in close quarters, such as being stranded in snowstorms or sharing an apartment leading to unexpected romance. You've got the bat, where the character makes a bet or wagga that involves romance or even with the unintended emotional consequence when really feelings merge towards that. And then you've got reformed, like reformed wreck bad boy, where a notorious player boy, they meet someone who makes them want to change their ways, redeemed his character, and then they redeemed his character through love. So you have all those things, and then you have the protector. The protector is one character takes on the role of protection, another, whether from physical danger or emotional harm, which fosters intimacy and trust. And these couples, they end up trusting each other and they create like a beautiful story. And then you have the secret romance where two characters they must keep their affair forbid hidden from the world due to personal or social or professional reasons. You've got, and then in the next one you've got animacia romance. Animacia romance is where the character loses their memory and has to rediscover their relationship with the love, often with emotional twist. And grumpy versus sunshine, and grumpy versus sunshine is where um, character makes when we talk about grumpy versus sunshine is where one character is cynically or grumpy while the other is optimistic, cheerful. They construct steam outlooks, create tension between these two people, but eventually it can lead to romance. And also you have workplace romance two characters who work together, they fall in love, often dealing with professional boundaries, power dynamics, or secrecy. So they end up falling in love and they end up finding that true romance and the one that got away, love that got away. A character it reflects on the past love they never quite got over, often lead to a reunion or rekindling of old plans. The runaway bride and groom or groom, my character is about to marry someone else, but realizing they are in love with a person, leading to a dramatic decisions and action. And that person they confess, and heroine disguise, harrowing disguise, guys, is where one character, uh, their true identity, often due to gender, class, social class, or other reasons, and their romantic partner falls in love with the person they think they are, and there's the marriage of convenience, which is a character that agrees to marry for practical reasons, such as financial benefits or political alliances, and then slow develop genuine feelings. And that's where sometimes romantic is found, mistaken identity, a character who's in love with someone who is not who they think they are, often leading to comedic and dramatic revelations, trapped together, circumstances forced the two characters to spend time together, whether in an elevator or remote cabin, anywhere that like can lead like to a deepened connection, in love with the best friend siblings. So all those things, a character falls in love with their best friend, brother or sister, adding tension to both the friendship and the binding romance. So the rescue ones, one character saves the other from danger, and then they end up falling in love with each other physically, emotionally speaking, an intense bond and romantic feelings. And then you have the rejection suitor, a character initially reject others' romantic advances only to later realize that person that they rejected is one they truly love and want to be with. Love across time, a romance which transcends time, such as through the travel, um, reincarnation, and lovers separated by history but somehow reunite across the globe. Eras. So all these tropes can be mixed, or they are combined in various ways to create compelling and diverse romantic stories, allowing the people to actually to create their own story. Like if you look at how your love life began, you can push fresh spins and create your own story so you can have this romantic, fulfilling relationship. So I think that is really important to believe in romance. I believe in it. I believe that romance it doesn't and the it is possible to actually find the true love. Is I believe it. Romance is possible, but this world is we live in a fast-paced world. There's everything. Sometimes I speak to many, they prefer to masturbate instead of finding true love. So we live in this world where it's like a Sodom and Gomorrah now, and it's harder to find these true people that can make an effort with each other and create that love story. But they're still there, guys. Don't give up on them. But they are harder to find. They're easy to find. But they are there if you search. with all your heart and believe in money first. And I'm a true believer in true love. I believe that true love is there. So if you are somebody as well that is like me, you believe um, that true love is there, and I think um, you can actually find that romance and be romantic to your spouse. And if you're somebody that is watching me and you never to your spouse, try it. We live in this social media where people they're busy scrolling, they make it stuff, they never make an effort to their spouse. So I think it's very, 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 very important to actually um, make sure that if you're in a relationship or if you're not in a relationship and you want to enter a relationship, not to be put off by, you know what, nowadays there's no love. Love is there. There's still well cultured men, there's still well cultured women out there. And I still believe in it. So don't give up on it. Don't give up on romance. If you are a guy who is romantic, who wants to sweep that woman off their feet, be it. Let's just be it. And God bless everyone. If you're watching me from YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. If you're watching me from Facebook, please do share. Join our group. We have two groups, Unique Billionaire Mindset and Gossip Talk Shows. And we also have follow us on Twitter and Instagram. And please do go to the website as well. If you want to find true love, go to the website and sign up. If you want coaching as well, please go to the website at www.hseia.coach. God bless everyone and